For number 11, we're going to find f of g of x and then g of f of x. So we'll start with f of g of x. And that can be written like this. And that means we're going to get our f function ready to substitute in g. And f is x plus 1. And g of x is going to go inside. And g of x is 3x squared minus 2x minus 1. And then all you need to do is remove parentheses and combine like terms. So that's 3x squared minus 2x minus 1 plus 1. And the ones are going to cancel. You get 3x squared minus 2x, and that's it. And then the domain of f of g is the domain of your composite function, which would be all real numbers, including any domain restrictions from your inner function that I wrote here in blue. And my inner function does not have any domain restrictions. The domain for my inner function in blue is all real numbers as well. So our final domain is just all real numbers or negative infinity to infinity. Okay, so now we're going to do g of f. So g of f of x can be written as g of f of x, like this. And that means f of x is going to be substituted in for all the x's of g. So I'm going to get g ready to substitute into. My g function is 3x squared minus 2x minus 1. And then inside our g function, we are going to be substituting in f of x. Probably should have color-coded this over here on the other side. Okay, so f of x is going inside all the x's of g. G was 3x squared minus 2x minus 1. 3x squared minus 2x minus 1. And f of x is x plus 1. So for each of those x's in g, I'm going to plug in an x plus 1. And then we're going to simplify, and there's a bit of work to be done here. I'm going to FOIL out x plus 1. You don't really have to show all this work with the foiling. You could just automatically write down what x plus 1 squared is all foiled out already if you know. But I'll just show the steps for the video. And I'm going to distribute my negative 2, so I get negative 2x minus 2 minus 1. And then when I FOIL, I get, forgot my 3, bring that down. When I FOIL, I get x squared plus x plus x plus 1. And then I'm going to combine like terms on the right side. Negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. I got some like terms where I FOILed. X squared plus 2x plus 1. X plus x is 2x. I'm going to bring down my minus 2x minus 3. And then we have 3x squared plus 6x plus 3 when I distribute, minus 2x minus 3. And I think I can knock out these 3's. And I get 3x squared plus 6x. Whoops. I have some like terms. Let's see if I can find the eraser here. I have some like terms I missed. Okay, so I just saw that I have a 6x and a minus 2x that can go together. So 6x minus 2x is 4x. And that is done. And now we just need the domain. And that's domain of g of f. And the domain of g of f is the domain of my composite function here at the top, including any domain restrictions from my inner function, which was x plus 1. So my domain for the whole entire composite function is all real numbers, and the domain of my inner function x plus 1 is also all real numbers, so the final domain without any added restrictions from your inner function is just negative infinity to